Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. How do you know you're on the replay? Because you don't see a red box above my head over to the right, leftish, whichever side you want to call it. My name is Amy from A to Z Designs. We're going to create a very simple, easy, fast project with the, it's like the transfer of the month. So we're in July. Today's July 26th. You can only get this through the end of July. But we're going to create a tote, y'all. So when you hop on, say hey. Hope everybody is doing well. I am doing super well. Super well. So let's get started. So the keyword tonight is July. J-U-L-Y. You ain't got no alibi. All right. Ready, set, go. So I have this, let me see here. It is a black tote. Okay, and my phone is pulling away from me as we scoot back, y'all. Hold on. Technical difficulties. And now we're a little lopsided. Hold on. So I have a black tote. It's like a canvas tote. Hold on. I know what the problem is. Okay. Woo-wee. All right, we're back. We're back in action. Okay. And yay, we made it. Still a little crooked, whatever. Okay, so I grabbed an ink mat. This is what we call an ink mat. I do like to cut mine up just a little bit. So I'm going to open this up. It does come with this like plastic sleeve thing. You can keep it if you want to put it back in. However, I am not. So let me get this going here. July is the keyword. There should be a pinned comment down below. And let's get started. So this is very long. And as you can see, it is going to stick out of your tote. No big deal. All right. You could, if you wanted to, cut it into pieces. All right. Thanks. My sign is not here. Otherwise, I would have had a reminder. There. So what we're going to do, every single ink mat that we have comes with this like plastic cover. Okay. And what it does is it helps, like, because this is sticky, it sticks to this. So if you were to, let's say, drop it on the floor, you wouldn't get any like carpet hairs. Okay, so just keep in mind, don't throw that away. So what we're going to do is we're going to slide this in here to where it's pretty much centered. I'm going to use a mini Cricut heat press tonight. Okay, and I'm going to, let's see. We're going to push this down. Okay, so let me grab my watch sign because that is the second time I've done that, y'all. There. There. It's in my face now. So when you join Club, you're going to get this super cute envelope in the mail with an exclusive transfer. You're going to get, if you're brand new to the club, you're going to get a mini squeegee, okay, that you're going to apply your pastes with. And you're going to get 3 colors, it's upside down, of paste, all right? Eucalyptus, shimmer, copper, and dune. Tonight, we're going to use the ink equivalent of chalk. All right, so we're going to use copper, eucalyptus, and dune. The same colors, but we're going to use it in ink format. Ink format is permanent once it's heat set, okay? Hi, y'all, hey! Y'all, do me a huge favor right now. Put your thumb on the heart button and tap it a couple times for me. So this is the transfer that we're going to use, and we're going to put this right on the tote bag. I'm going to peel this off. I am not going to fuzz this. Fuzzing means adding lint to the back so that it kind of reduces some of that stickiness. I am not going to do that, and I'm just going to, what should we do, y'all? Let's just do this. All right, so I'm going to kind of center it and make sure that everything is around the silk screen. Anywhere that you see through it doesn't have any air bubbles. Okay? Just like so. Because I don't want to take the chance of it bleeding. All right, so let's grab our Dune. Hi, Brenda Perry. Hello, hello. Debbie, you'll have to message customer service tomorrow via online chat, okay? All right, let's grab our... let me think about this. I'm going to go ahead and open up all of my inks. So like I mentioned, we have eucalyptus, we have Dune, and we have shimmer copper. All the club colors, but in the ink form. Okay? All right, let me make sure this is working. Hi, Kathy. All right, so we're just going to go in and we're just going to start applying the ink. Y'all can see that. If you can't see it, just swipe the comments away. I feel like my phone is very off tonight, y'all. I feel like I'm like the leaning, oh look, the leaning tower right here. All right, let's go in with our copper. We're gonna use all three colors tonight. So we're gonna do copper there. And then I'm gonna grab another one. And we're gonna throw in some eucalyptus over here. So I wanna be careful because some of these landmarks are close together. All right, so you just wanna make sure that you don't mix your colors. I mean, you could certainly mix them all you want, but I do not want to. Okay, so we've got that. So I'm just going to keep going. Let's see, we've got Dune next. So we're going to grab this and go all the way across this last landmark on top. Okay, did everybody have a good day? Tell me, okay, tell me in the comments, y'all, what was your favorite part of today? Favorite part. Tell me what your favorite part was. All right, so there is Dune. Okay, now the ink takes a lot longer to dry. All right, so now we're gonna go in. I don't wanna put shimmer copper and then shimmer copper and shimmer copper. So I want to, I don't know, switch up the colors. So they're not really close to each other. So what I'm gonna do, I want to grab my excess and make sure it's not sitting there. Let's see here. Yay. All right, let me refresh my comments because I'm not seeing them. Let's go in with Dune over here. So y'all, we're making a tote bag that is going to be permanent once we heat set it. So you can just, you know, add it to your bag collection. Raise your hand if you're guilty of being a bag collector. Me. I'm a bag lady. Love me some bags. Any size, shape, color, whatever it is. A matter of fact, I just donated a whole bunch because I had way too much. Okay, all right, let me try finding y'all again. Yes. All right, let's go in with shimmer copper and do the bridge. And then just continue making our way down. So we've only used the club transfer twice this month. One with chalk paste and one with ink. So get your transfer, join the club. You can join my VIP group by typing VIP. I have a video in there of all the perks that you will receive once you join my club. And y'all, it's Pretty awesome. Just saying. Let's see. You did some chalking, yay! Do you do both sides usually? Marsha, that's a great question. For the bags, not usually. Usually I do not. But you absolutely could. It'd be kind of cute. A lot of my bags, like outside of me making them, are pretty much one-sided unless it's like a pattern where the pattern's on both sides. But you go for it, girl. Do it. Just make sure that one side is dry first. All right, so let's see. We need to do dune and then eucalyptus. Doony doony. Just like that. And then one last round for our landmarks. Y'all, these colors are really pretty. I would have never ever put these colors together if I was to create like the project. All right, so at the bottom, I think I'm gonna do all in dune so that it really stands out. And it does say down here, y'all, explore your world. So you can do your world in a different color. But just have fun with it. Don't overthink it. Like, it's not worth overthinking, okay? It's exhausting to overthink stuff. Just do it. Rip the cord, do it. It's my new thing. Yeah, I've been telling y'all I try not to overthink anything anymore. And by golly, I am not. All right, so let's do shimmer copper for your world. All right, so now that everything is done, we're going to grab it from the top. First, check your fingertips. Make sure that you do not have any ink on it or on them. And then you're gonna slowly start to peel off, y'all. And before you rip this all the way off, I say rip, before you remove it, you wanna make sure that all of it is pressed down. So right here, I missed a section of the X and a little bit of the Y. My kids are very loud right now, y'all. All right, so there's that. That is super cute. So I'm going to set this over here to the side, and I'm going to grab my, let's see, let me grab my little cleaning mat here. Okay. And then we're going to spray this. Bambi, what are you talking about? Bigger one for bingo. My comments are not updating, y'all. I apologize. Such is life, right? Let's grab a wipe, and we're going to take this off by using a wet wipe. It's just going to help me get majority of that off the top, the non-sticky side, just like so. Okay. And then I'm going to take a board eraser to it. I don't even have my little jar tonight, y'all. And then I'm going to take a board eraser, as I mentioned, and I'm going to spray that. And then you're going to take this, and this is what you're going to remove the rest of your ink off of the silk screen on the non-sticky side. Okay, then you're going to flip it over, and you're going to have it sticky side up, and you're going to do the same thing, except this time, y'all, don't use a wipe. Okay. All right. Whoa. And then you slide it across your desk because you get out of control. But this, y'all, will help this last so much longer so that you can reuse it over and over. Okay? Then what you do is you take a paper towel and clean off all that dirty water. All right? 1 second. Boom. Okay. So now I'm going to teach you how to put this on the backer sheet where it started. Okay, this right here, I had already used it this month, so I put back. I'm gonna lay it sticky side up. I'm going to line up the corners, line up the edges, okay, just like so. And then what you're gonna do is basically, I mean, just kind of wipe off some of the water and make sure that it's completely flat so that now you can use it over and over, okay? So what we're gonna do is we are going to grab a wipe. My cup is in the other room, y'all. I usually put all of my squeegees in a little water cup and then I clean them after I'm done. But I got a little, I rushed tonight. Sometimes you rush, right? Okay, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna grab our tote. And we are going to dry it just a little bit. Now, I recommend at home that you let this sit overnight to dry because you do need to heat set it, but don't rush it, all right? Because you know what happens. When you rush it, you forget something. Or if you rush it, you mess it up. So I am going to rush it and hope I don't mess it up. But for y'all at home, just let it sit overnight before you heat set it. Or if you're doing this in the morning, let it sit, I don't know, for a couple of hours and dry completely. Now, the good news is this dryer right here that is found in my shop under accessories, it's not hot enough to heat up the mat that's inside of this tote. So it's not going to melt it. I don't know, sometimes y'all, if you've accidentally maybe used like a plastic something and you put some heat on it and it starts to bubble because it's starting to melt. That doesn't happen with this dryer and our ink mat, okay? All right, let me go find all my friends here again. Try this again. Hi, Michelle Pryor. What's up, girl? How are your turkeys? Hi, Jeannie. Denise, what's up, girl? You can barely hear the boys. Okay, good. Well, it's not just the boys. We have company over. And it's funny because, you know, you say like, hey, I'm going to go live, keep it down. And then they're the loudest they could ever be while you're live. Does that sound awesome? Doesn't it, Dad? It looks awesome, right? Darlene, today she went and picked up our meat freezer filler box order at a local butcher. Wow, you're going to be set, right? Tina, I may jump on and do a couple of the cutouts. Yes. Oh, I'm so glad you got your package today. So we had spaghetti tacos for dinner. Have y'all ever heard of those? Like, think about it. Spaghetti tacos. So you have a taco shell and you make spaghetti just like you would any other day, right? But you put the spaghetti in the taco shell and you eat spaghetti tacos. I dare you to try it. At first, I'm like, that is gross. I am not trying it. The minute I tried it, we've had it 3 times now. Game changer, and my goodness, my friends, it is so good. I dare you to try it. Spaghetti tacos. All right, so here is where, again, I recommend that you let it dry, okay? But what I'm going to do is be brave, be fearless, right? And I'm going to pull off the ink mat that is stuck to the bag very carefully without letting the tote fold up on each other or on itself, just like so, okay? Then what I'm going to do is lay that down. Do not get the sticky side on the carpet. I am going to, let me see if I can fit this inside of here. This is a Cricut. Ooh, it's perfect. Like a Cricut pillow heat mat. Okay, and I'm going to push that all the way down so that the entire area like is on that mat inside. Okay, then what I'm going to do is be really loud in your face. I'm so sorry. I'm going to lay my parchment paper down and I'm going to take my little heat press and I'm going to just like iron it. This is going to heat set the ink into the fabric, because what is awesome about our ink once it's heat set on any type of textile If you wanted to wash and dry it, you could. And y'all, the ink is not going to come out. Isn't that awesome? So hit the heart button if you think that is super duper cool. I do. But this is set on like the highest heat. This is the mini Cricut. And you can certainly do this with an iron. I would just recommend putting your iron medium to high heat. And probably doing it for a good, I don't know, 3 to 4 minutes. I do not recommend you putting it on the steam setting though. So I'm just going back and forth, just until I can say safely that it is good. Now, you're going to take your hands, fingers, whatever, and run over the ink. If it feels tacky, go back over it. That means it's not done. Okay, normally I use like the big Cricut heat press. But honestly, y'all, I did not feel like dragging that out tonight. So I thought, well, here's an affordable option for you to grab a little heat press. This is also found in our Amazon store. Gotta love those Amazon stores, y'all. We are always putting stuff out there for y'all. That way, you don't have to message us and say, hey, where did you get that? Where did you get that? All right, let's check it out. All right, I think we're good. This spot right here might be a little bit tacky. This is a result of not letting it dry. Okay, so again, like I recommend, just let it dry a couple of hours overnight, and then you can do this process just to be on the safe side, okay? Woo-wee. All right, so now what we're gonna do is take out the heat mat. I typically, for t-shirts, will flip it inside out and do like the inside out. I will do the same process, okay? But because this is a bag, I'm not really concerned if the ink went through the other side. I mean, I'm feeling it. It's not there. I mean, it did a tiny, tiny bit, but not enough, in my opinion, to heat set. But look, y'all, this is pretty darn cute. I actually love the colors of this. So this is probably the last time that I'm going to use this. This is a tote. All right, just a little canvas bag, y'all. You can get them anywhere. But look, I wanted to show you the two projects that we've done. So we've done our paste project with the globe. This can be found on Etsy. You can just type in globe. But which one do you like best? Do you like the map, the globe, or do you like the bag? I think they're both cute. So if somebody can take a picture and send it to me, I would greatly appreciate it. Jeez. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Join the club. You can only get this transfer if you are a club member. And we will see you guys next time. Bye, friends.